What up, y'all? Welcome back, Conspiracy University. All right, so let's get right into this one. Now, as the series continues of the not-so-secret societies, we have here another one. But this one's a little different, only because they advertise themselves as a foundation. But by the end of this video, I'm pretty sure y'all will agree with me. So let me go ahead and break it down and show y'all. And also, when it comes to the immigration crisis, the political narratives, a lot of the things that they spin in the media, it seems that most of it, right? Most of it, somehow, some way, comes back to this foundation. Now, again, this is my opinion, but based off of my research, I can indeed say that yes, they are directly involved with a lot of the BS that's going on right now. So let's go ahead and let them tell you a little bit about them and what they do. About the foundation, one of the oldest American foundations, the Russell Sage Foundation, was established by Miss Margaret Olivia Sage in 1907 for the improvement of social and living conditions in the United States. In its early years, the foundation undertook major projects in low-income housing, urban planning, social work, and labor reform. The foundation now dedicates itself to strengthening the methods, data, and theories of the social sciences as a means of diagnosing social problems and improving social policies. It also funds researchers at other institutions and supports programs intended to develop new generations of social scientists. The Russell Sage Foundation is an operating foundation directly involved in the conduct and dissemination of social science research. In its effort to improve the social effectiveness of social research, the foundation, so there's no really need for me to read this right here. What I'm going to do is jump straight into their priorities, and we're going to read a little bit about that, and it's really eye-opening. So let's check it out. So here's their funding priorities. RSF funds social science research that extends the methods, data, and theories of the social sciences as a means of better documenting and understanding the nation's most pressing social, political, and economic problems. Below, you will find current funding priorities under our programs and special initiatives. RSF will accept letters of inquiry, LOIs, under all of its core programs and special initiatives. Behavioral science and decision-making in context, future of work, immigration and immigration integration, race, ethnicity, and immigration, social, political, and economic inequality. It will also accept LOIs relevant to its core programs that address the effects, A, of social movements such as drives for unionization and mass social protest, and the effects of racial, ethnic, gender, bias, and discrimination on a range of outcomes related to social and living conditions in the U.S., and B, of the 2023 Supreme Court decision on race-conscious admission policies and relative merits of different models to promote diversity and the educational attainment and economic mobility of underrepresented and lower-income students. RSF rarely considers projects for which the investigators have not already fully developed the research design, the sample framework, access to data, etc. Investigators are encouraged to submit an LOI after they have developed and pre-tested survey instruments, completed preliminary data analyses, and if the data are publicly available, or conducted some preliminary interviews for qualitative studies. Our priorities do not include analyses of health or mental health outcomes or health behaviors, as these are priorities for other funders. For the same reason, RSF seldom supports studies focused on educational processes or curricular issues, but does prioritize analyses of inequities in students' achievement or educational attainment. Now, if y'all had the time, y'all can go right here and click on each one. But just based alone off what it's saying right here is enough for y'all to get a gist of it, right? Behavioral science and decision-making in context, future of work, immigration and immigration integration, race, ethnicity, and immigration, social, political, and economic inequality. Then it goes on to say, it will also accept LOIs relevant to its core programs that address A, effects of social movement, such as drives for unionization and mass social protest, and the effects of racial, ethnic, gender, bias, and discrimination on a range of outcomes related to social and living conditions in the U.S. Okay, one might be like, man, conspiracy, you tripping. Doesn't sound all that bad, right? They don't know. All right. So let's go ahead, take a little bit deeper. And then, I'll let y'all get on about y'all way. I'm not going to keep y'all here too long. But if y'all still here, I appreciate y'all. So let's check it out. Now, for those of y'all who do know and who are able to see things for what they really are, their little symbol right here would pretty much let some of us know, okay, they with them peoples. But if this isn't enough, which is probably not for everyone, this is. All right, y'all. So I probably could have just put this in the beginning, which I did go back and forth amongst myself, thinking, should I put it in the end? Should I put it in the beginning? So I guess you could just say this would be like the cherry on top, the icing on the cake. The Russell Trust Association is the business name for the New Haven, Connecticut-based Skull and Bones Society, incorporated in 1856. The Russell Trust was incorporated by William Huntington Russell as its president and Daniel Coit Gilman as its first treasurer. Gilman later went on to become president of the University of California, Berkeley, and Johns Hopkins University, before leaving to become the first president of the Carnegie Foundation. Gilman also served as one of the first board members of the Russell Sage Foundation. I repeat, Gilman also served as one of the first board members of the Russell Sage Foundation. Now, we just covered that. So there's no disputing it. There's no saying it's a conspiracy. It can't happen. It just can't happen, right? I mean, it can happen. Idiots will still find a way somehow to just, but y'all know what I mean. It's right here in your face. And like I said, y'all, it is my opinion when it comes to the whole, how this particular group would be responsible for helping push the immigration stuff, for helping spin the narratives. Obviously, I'm not going to just sit here and say, I know 100%. It's them. But whenever I'm onto something like this, and whenever I start digging deep, I get my answers, and I come and form my opinion, and I come bring it to y'all. But once again, y'all, as always, I appreciate every single one of y'all who come over here and rock with me. Y'all keep y'all eyes open out there, homies. Stay safe.